Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing all right. Everyone's going about their day nice and lovely. Did I just boot up an Eden run? I genuinely did not mean to do that. But oh well, let's give it a try. Why not? You know, maybe we might be able to pull out a lost W or something of the sorts. Maybe something along those lines. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Anyways, hope everyone's doing all right. Everyone's going about their day nice and lovely. I myself am enjoying my day pretty damn solid. Light work today, and also woke up this morning mad early, not for the Nintendo Direct, but I just woke up early and it just so happened the Nintendo Direct was live, so I'm like, let me tune in, let me see what's good. And what did I find other than a very, very solid Direct? In my opinion, I thought it was very good. Maybe you guys might not necessarily agree. You know, you guys might be like, Tony, that Direct was awful. What are you talking about? You're L. I didn't know you were a Nintendo shill. You know what I gotta say to that? You know, I'm sometimes a Nintendo shill, okay? Motherfucker, one. It all depends on the game. If we're talking Metroid, I will shill out for Nintendo as hard as I humanly can, because I absolutely love Metroid, even though Nintendo ain't even the ones really making the Metroid games anymore. It's kind of Mercury Steam and Retro. You know what I mean? But regardless, absolutely love Metroid Prime 4. Can't wait for that. But today, they revealed the Nintendo Switch 2 with like a whole bunch of new games. And honestly, I got a lot to talk about. If we're talking like for the gamer TM, you know, like I said, I've said many a time, I consider myself to be like a gamer. I just don't necessarily agree with other individuals in the space. I think there are definitely better ways to go about certain things and whatnot, but worry not, you know. Anyways, what I mean to say, you know, yapping enough yapping, Tony. What were you trying to say here? I am very excited for the Switch 2. I do know that it is, how much? It was 450 bucks, which I will be saving up for, and I will immediately buy as soon as it comes out, because one, backwards compatible, essentially just a better Switch 1, really cool. Backwards compatibility on a solid amount of games, so that's going to be really fun to be able to hopefully play Generations Ultimate. No, I thought backwards compatibility for all Switch games, but it's like a select few games were made with like enhancements, and I forget exactly how the dealio is, but for the most part, backwards compatibility on games that I like, one of them being Metroid Prime. If not, I believe Metroid Prime is already just like already getting the game, you know what I mean? Like, I believe Metroid Prime is already coming out on the Switch 2, if I'm correct on that. I could be wrong. I need to catch up on my Metroid news. But, you know, absolutely can't wait for Metroid Prime to come out. I am so excited. And hopefully be able to play Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate with just like a new, better overall system, you know what I mean? A more enhanced system. And there were some other things that caught my eye. Trust me. You might be thinking, Tony, were you really only excited about being able to play Metroid Prime 4 and like Generations Ultimate? No. They showed off some new games. New games that, in my opinion, are looking really solid. One of them being, if you don't know me, you know, you don't know your boy Tony. He loves From Software games. I am a huge From Software fan. I love a lot of their games, and I am like, Elden Ring is one of my favorite From Software games of all time. So, one, being able to play Elden Ring on the new Switch 2, like just a portable I can take with me wherever the fuck I want to go. Elden Ring is like, dude, that's sick as fuck. One, that's my opinion. Two, another thing that I think is absolutely sick and stunning is that new game. Unfortunately, I will say, it's a Switch exclusive, but the new game, Duskbloods, the Duskbloods, that is quite literally just Bloodborne, but under a different name because, like, they can't call it Bloodborne 2. You know, and I don't know how any of the licensing issues go and whatnot, stuff like that. Trust me, I'm not here to be your local gaming news and be like, oh, licensing software, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass 90% of the time. But you have no idea how excited I am, brother, to know that essentially a new Bloodborne game is coming out, because FromSoft, it looks like FromSoft either A, wanted to make Bloodborne, but Sony is just like, no, it's our IP, you know, because it's our exclusive game, it's our license. We get to do whatever we want with it, and what we're gonna do is never make a remake or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, and I'm gonna be real. We already did Mega Satan, so truth be told, looks like the last thing we need to do is, what's that above Boss Rush? We haven't done Boss Rush? Interesting. But you know, it's kind of like, what's the word I'm thinking of? What are the words I'm thinking of? If you guys know what I'm talking about, please jump in. But you know, it's like Sony is like, yeah, we're not gonna make Bloodborne. So FromSoft was like, you know what, Nintendo, bro? Nintendo, do y'all want the next Bloodborne game? You know, like, trust me, we've been itching to make it. Do y'all want it? And then they're just like, yeah, we'll take it, sure. So one, I'm very excited to essentially, it's a different IP. It is the Duskbloods. It is not Bloodborne, but it doesn't take a genius to look at it and be like, wow, this looks a lot like Bloodborne. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is damn near Bloodborne 2, but just with a different coat of paint or whatever. You know what I mean? The game is damn near Bloodborne 2, just in everything but name. You feel me? That's kind of what it is. This new FromSoft game is Bloodborne 2 in everything but name. And I am floored. I am so excited because it looks really fucking cool. One, it looks really cool. And you will never know, you know, can't judge a game before it's even out. But I will say, I'm very fucking excited, and I think it is going to be cool as fuck. But we'll see. We shall see. You feel me? We're gonna see how it's gonna turn out when the game actually comes out sometime next year. But I'm very excited to have a new game in, like, the series. You know what I mean? In general, just even if it's not in the series, it's a new IP. I'm just in general excited to have a new From Software game because I love From Software, and I want to buy and support games from a company that makes good product. Now, not to reiterate, but you guys might have heard something about the Switch. You know, before I continue forward, you guys might have heard that digital games on the Switch are going to cost $80 fucking dollars. Now, I will say that was like the one thing Nintendo needed to not do. You feel me? You know what I mean? I was so excited for the Switch 2. I was like, dude, I'm going to buy this shit day one. I will buy your Mario Kart World. I'm gonna buy all the cool shit. But then Jeff Keighley on Twitter had announced it's gonna be a $450 console. In my mind, I'm like, that's not that bad for all this, not for all the stuff you're getting, but like, you know, new games, a brand new system with like a whole bunch of new features, like it has a microphone and game chat and stuff like that. along with like all like the virtual sharing features they're adding. In my mind, I'm like, that's really cool. You know, I can't wait. I think this is really fucking cool. And then Nintendo had to ruin it by pretty much being like, yeah, yo, Jeff Keighley, tell them the price of the games. Yeah, it's gonna be $80 for the fucking games. Now, I'm just like, this blows. You know what I mean? Can I say that? I think that fucking sucks. I think that was the worst bout of news to come out of the damn... It wasn't even in the Direct, you know? That shit wasn't even in the Direct. It was a Twitter announcement afterwards where Jeff Keighley's like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, digital games are going to be worth... Are not going to be worth. Digital games are going to cost $80. And immediately, I was just like, damn. I am not... My hype is not killed, you know? I'm still excited for the Duskbloods whenever that comes out next year, because they did say they plan on releasing it next year, 2026. I am excited for Duskbloods. I am absolutely excited for Metroid Prime 4 whenever that comes out to the Switch 2. But in general, I am like, everything else, in my opinion, isn't necessarily worth enough for me to be like, oh, I kind of, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to pay $80 for Elden Ring Tarnished Edition, you know? Games should get cheaper as time goes on, you know what I mean? Not more expensive. Especially old-ass games like that. Like, I swear to God, it is a not remake, or like it's you know, it's a port. It's the Nintendo Switch port of fucking Elden Ring. I should not be having to pay $80 for that. You feel me? You picking up what I'm putting down here? Oh, Tony, just say you're broke. First, fuck you. First off, Mr. Strawman in my head that I'm arguing with. You know, one, fuck you. Because I'm not broke, okay? A little bit, but not... I buy games on occasion, you feel me? Anyways, like I said, I will be saving money for the Switch 2 because I want to get it. However, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be lying if I didn't say... I'd be lying if I didn't say that a damper, a little bit of a damper on my, not opinion of the Switch 2, but like my excitement. I'm stupid. I was gonna say excitedness. My excitement for the Switch 2 hasn't diminished slightly due to learning the fact that it's going to cost a lot of money for games. You know what I mean? I'm very sad. Granted, they are gonna have that bundle. I think they announced they're gonna have a bundle with like the Switch 2, as well as the new Mario Kart game. So I won't have to worry about paying like the full $80 for the game or whatever. You know, I'll get it in the bundle. I'll be able to have fun with it and whatnot. But any other game that isn't, I guess that. Although granted, I guess out of the Direct, I don't know. Any games catch your guys' eyes in the Direct that wasn't Mario Kart? Or, for me, the new FromSoft game? I'm trying to think, besides those two, nothing kind of really caught my eye as like, I need this. There is the new Hyrule Warriors, however, I never played the original Hyrule Warriors, and not to say Zelda's not my cup of tea. I think they are very, very good games. I've played Ocarina of Time. I played Breath of the Wild. I've not played Tears of the Kingdom, but heard Tears of the Kingdom was good. I know Breath of the Wild is very good, and Ocarina of Time is fucking amazing. You know, they're all good games. Just, I'm not the world's, like, you know, #1 Legend of Zelda fan. It's not that it's not for me, but, you know. I've only played 2 Zelda games in my life, and they were both really good, but I don't necessarily feel the need to be like, oh, I want to buy a new one, you know what I mean? And Hyrule Warriors, nothing against any game in the Warriors franchise. Trust me, Dynasty Warriors, stuff like that, all great, all fucking phenomenal games. But just me personally, I am not like actively seeking that game. You feel me? I'm not. It's not the game that I'm looking forward to out of everything revealed. There was something cool I did see in that they revealed fucking a new James Bond, or not a new, but a James Bond game. Project 007, developed by IO Interactive, or IOI, the people who made the Hitman games, and that looked very fucking cool. Suplex. Yes. That looked really cool. That one I cannot wait for. I'm about to be very excited for that game to come out. Yes. Watch this. Suplex is such a fucking funny item, dude. You literally just like, you just suplex a boss. Die. But I mean, yeah, like, I'm excited. Trust me. Don't have me thinking. Don't let me sound like I'm not excited for the Switch 2. As a gamer, as someone who likes Nintendo games and stuff like that, I, for one, am very, very, very excited. But as someone who doesn't like Nintendo business practices, because a lot of the time it feels like they are very anti-consumer to a degree, you know what I mean? Anyone out there picking up what I'm putting down? The fact that they like, they don't hate their communities, but you know, they won't actively support their fighting game series, if you could call it that. Once, I'm not here to start an argument on if Smash is FGC or whatever, but they don't actively support their own games in the FG, you know, they don't actively support Smash, like tournament wise. It kind of feels like they're actually anti-tournaments. Or if they do put on a tournament, they want you to kind of do it their own way, you know what I mean? Like a my way or the highway type of deal. You know, besides stuff like that by Nintendo, you know, they do practices like that I don't necessarily agree with. They make damn good games. Oh, that was a spike chest, I didn't even realize. They make damn good games, you know what I mean? I feel like it doesn't take a genius to kind of say that. I feel like a lot of people will tell you. Nintendo, I think, they make very good games. They just, in my opinion, aren't necessarily the very, like, the most consumer-friendly company, which sucks, because I want to support them. You know, I want to support a company that makes good games, but I also want to support a company that makes good decisions. Like, you know, for the future of games and stuff like that. And I know it's kind of like a deal, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Games have always cost $60 for the longest time, and I don't think, for me at least, it's not like a, oh, it's like a change kind of deal. I'm not ready for games to cost fucking $80. It's more so like, I don't think a lot of people necessarily feel good spending $80 on a new video game, especially with kind of like the way things currently are at the moment, you know? The prices for a lot of things are getting damn high. Eggs still cost an arm and a leg, funny enough. You know what I mean? Like, the best place to get value for any egg you buy is at fucking Costco. And even then, like, it's if you're lucky to find it. You know what I mean? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? Or maybe you guys don't know what I mean. But, like, if you go to Costco trying to find some eggs for yourself, good luck, brother. Because I'm gonna be real with you, there's a good chance you're not gonna find any fucking, either A, you're not gonna find any eggs in stock, or B, sorry. I'm trying to grab the fucking penny over there. Either A, you're not gonna find anything in stock, or that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only issue, is Costco is like the best place to go to for any sort of deal on like your egg needs or whatever. But fucking good luck going and finding them in stock, because yeah, they got good deals, but because they got good deals, they're all getting fucking taken away, bro. Everyone wants the good deal. It sucks. So, you know, for one, I'm not necessarily the world's biggest fan of Nintendo doing the whole $80 games shit. just because I know people want to play games, you know what I mean? I would assume people want to play cool and fun and good games, but they kind of can't when they can't even afford the games that they want to fucking play. You feel me? And it's crazy is that I already have I don't have enough of a problem, but low key I do actually. Yeah, no, low key I do. Is that sometimes I will find myself being able to like afford a game, but a part of me doesn't want to because it's like, is it even worth it? You feel me? Should I even be asking if a game is even worth it? You know what I mean? To pay however much money for? If a game's gonna make me happy, I should be able to fucking, I would think at least, I should be able to play it, have fun with it, whatever. But instead, that doesn't seem to necessarily kind of be the case. That doesn't seem to be the case, which sucks because I would want it to be. You know what I mean? You guys picking up what I'm putting down here? But, I mean, yeah, it sucks. Not much you can really do about it, truth be told. Tony, we could boycott Nintendo. Yeah, we could, but not to sound mean or anything, or sound like I'm hating on any one individual or a group of people. But Nintendo fanboys are known to be some of the most diehard, I don't want to be mean, like man children on planet Earth. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I once again, I mean no disrespect. I mean no harm. It kind of sounds like I mean harm with it, in which case I apologize for that. But it's kind of just true. Nintendo fans will just kind of pay an arm and a leg. They will bend over backwards for Papa Nintendo to fucking, you know, get whatever it is they want to get. They will pay and it will sell. And not only that, but it's kind of like the kids market, you feel me? Not only is it just a like kind of, I guess, grown individuals, grown ass adults. And this is definitely, trust me, I feel like I definitely know how I'm coming off as like a people can't have fun, people can't play games they want to play, Tony. Like, I understand. I own a fucking Nintendo Switch. I own a Switch OLED, you know. I own 2 Switches. Fucking, for what purpose? I can't say. But, you know, just I own 2 Switches. And so the issue kind of comes in from, one, you have people that will, no matter what, die hard, buy anything Nintendo is making and make them money. But then you also have the kids market. You know, you got to realize Nintendo is like, first and foremost, they're like a family console, you know? Nintendo is all about doing shit for family or because the kids want to do it, you know? So if the kid wants to get, what's it called? Like, say, you know, a kid wants to get the new fucking, the new Nintendo Switch 2 to play Mario Kart with their friends. Parents are gonna be like, okay, you know, let's get the kid the new Switch 2 of Mario Kart. Type shit, you feel me? Guys picking up what I'm putting down? Or do you guys think Tony's lost his damn mind? Hopefully you can see where I come from in this. But yeah, I hope you guys can see where I come from in my ramblings here. You feel me? I don't want to sound insane, but like, I mean, you guys can see it, right? It's the truth, essentially, is that people will buy Nintendo consoles, they will pay full price for Nintendo games, and they will go absolutely fucking crazy for all of it because either A, for their kids, or B, because they are just Nintendo fans. Honestly, not to be mean or sound kind of insane, but like in the day and age now, at least for me, I don't like pledge allegiance to like any one company, you know, the way that it kind of used to be back in the day. You guys remember things like console wars and stuff like that, you know, where people would be like, no dude, Nintendo is worse than Sega, Xbox better than PlayStation. There are people out there that are like that now, and I don't want to diss anyone because I don't have anyone in mind, but in my opinion, I don't think it's dumb necessarily, but it's like, I don't know. I guess I might think it's dumb. Guys, look. Any JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fans? We got Josuke Higashikata as my freaking, what's it called? Let me take a screenshot of this so I can send to my friends. Oh, okay. There you go. My apologies, y'all. I had to because it's so cool. It's so cool and it's so funny. I just couldn't not. But yeah, regardless of that, I don't know, man. I feel like it's not weird. Maybe that is what I'm trying to say, but I just don't want to say it outright because I think it's kind of mean in my opinion. But at least I couldn't see myself like, you know, being like a one company fanboy, like a, oh dude, I'm Xbox for life or Sony for life. Hell, I don't even see myself like necessarily being like, oh Tony, you got a PC, are you PC for life? No, not really, you know, because I will play whatever system has the fun games, you know. That's how I see it. It sucks for the masses and for a lot of other people that aren't the way that I am, but I play whatever, you know, I play whatever console has the game that I like. If Halo is an Xbox exclusive, if Halo stayed an Xbox exclusive, you better believe that I will, to the core of my fucking human being, I would have absolutely saved up money and my ass would have bought a fucking Xbox. Like, not 360, but you know, my ass would have bought an Xbox if the time came. You know what I mean? That's just how I am personally. I'm not loyal to the soil for a company. I'm loyal to the soil for like a game series. You know what I mean? You guys picking up what I'm putting down, or are you guys like that, or are you guys loyal to the soil for your own console or company? You know, once again, that's just, I don't, you know, you can be loyal to the soil to whoever you want. Actually, I'm just talking about myself. I'm just talking about how I myself see it, you know. But for me personally, I'm like loyal to the soil to fucking game companies. I'm loyal to Metroid. I'm loyal to Monster Hunter. I am loyal to good games. Yeah, not to, oh Tony, your games are good. No, because certain games, I can definitely say certain games in a series I was not loyal to because it wasn't that good of a game. Halo 5, I can easily say, campaign wise was not exactly good. Multiplayer wise was fun, but definitely, you know, kind of had a ways to go before people accepted it or whatever because of like sprint and whatnot or whatever. The fact that is still like an argument brought up by like some people in not in the defense of, but like in retaliation against the 343 Halo games, is it low-key baffles me to a degree, you know, dare I say. Ow. Shit like that low-key baffles me to this day and age, and you know, I keep fucking up, dude. Like I just don't get it. But regardless of such facts, you know, me personally, I'm a fan of good games. But Halo 5, when that came out, was not necessarily the greatest game ever made. Halo Master Chief Collection, when it came out, campaign-wise, very fun, you know. You get to play 3 of the best campaigns ever put to a fucking any video game console. Downside is, it barely fucking worked, you know? The game barely ran. Not it barely ran, but like, you couldn't play online. If you wanted to matchmake with someone, that shit just didn't fucking work. You feel me? But then they started improving matchmaking. They put out Halo Reach as like an add-on bonus, and I was like, you can catch my ass playing Halo Reach. I'm gonna be dead ass. You can catch my ass playing Halo Reach, playing Master Chief Collection. I got a fucking Xbox for the sole purpose of playing Master Chief Collection because it's so fucking fun and good. Resident Evil fucking 6, you know? No, I guess if we're talking exclusives, I bought a PlayStation, you know? Me and my brother went to a Black Friday sale when I was younger. He bought a PlayStation. I guess I shouldn't say I bought a PlayStation. He bought a PlayStation 3 for the sole purpose of playing all the good exclusive games that everyone else was telling him about. And trust me, I had my fun playing the fucking Infamous games, and it sucks that there are no other games in the Infamous series, considering how goated of a series it is. Like, how goated those games were. I'm surprised Sony hasn't hopped on and like made more, but I don't know. Did Second Son do that good apparently? Like, maybe is that why, or is there just more money in Sucker Punch doing, what's it called? Is there just more money in Sucker Punch doing the Spider-Man series? I don't know, you know what I mean? But I will give a company, I will spend money on a game that I think is worth spending the money on, you know what I mean? That's kind of how I see it. And it just kind of sucks that as game prices get more and more expensive, that side of me that is willing to give money to good things, to a good cause, quote unquote, you know? Tony, I didn't know video games were such a detrimental cause that needed to be supported so much. They're not. They're a leisure, you know? They're, what's the word I'm thinking? Not leisure, but you know. Is it leisure? It's something that's not a want. It's something that's not necessarily a need. It's a commodity, you know? I guess? Nah, that still doesn't feel right. But like, gaming isn't necessary, but it's something that I enjoy greatly, so I want to support it. That's the Tony take here. Gaming isn't a necessary thing in people's lives. You can go your whole life without playing a video game, but to me, it is something that is very drastically like needed in my life because it plays such an integral role in my development and just overall who I am as a human being now. You know, where would this channel be if Tony didn't play video games? You know, I'd be doing like fucking fishing content or some shit like that. Not to say fishing is bad, trust me. All the fishermen out there, you guys are goated, you know? Okay. You know what's funny is that I think Planetarium, or not Planetarium, Crystal Ball might be like the better item, I guess you would say. You know, it's the item that it's more useful. It heals you sometimes. It gives you cards. But Suplex to me is easily the more fun item, which is why I'm still using it. You know, IMO, Suplex goated. Suplex goated item. Top like 5 active items all time. Is it game breaking? No. It's very fucking fun. That's for damn sure. That's what I love about it so much. Is that it's very funny. And fun. You know? But regardless. Regardless of that, Tony yapping aside, you know. It sucks that because games are gonna get more expensive and, you know, like 80... Originally, it was $70 games. And I kind of barely supported those. Only some $70 games was I like, yeah, I'm giving them my money because I like the product, you know? I think I am fine shilling out $70 because of the fact that I enjoy this product as much as I do. You know, some people might be controversial. You know, I've talked about this. There's always like a negative connotation in the gaming community with the Call of Duty franchise, but I fucking shilled out like $100 for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 because it's a game that is A, very fucking fun, and B, in my opinion, is definitely worth the $100 that I spent. With how many hours I have put onto Black Ops 6 Zombies alone, which is very funny. Yes, I spent $100 on the entirety of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, but never played anything other than what's it called? I've never played anything other than the Zombies mode. Why is that? Because in my opinion, the Zombies mode is the thing that's worth the money. With how many hours I have on Black Ops 6 Zombies, you know, with how much enjoyment that game has brought me, that I could damn near say that shit was free. You feel me? You know, maybe you guys don't feel me. Maybe it's free, Tony. You're actually fucking insane now. Yeah, I think that might be a crazy statement to say, but I'm being honest. With how many hours I've spent on Black Ops 6, I can definitely see it as like an investment, I guess, you know? I invested money in the game to bring me hours upon hours of joy and fun, and it fucking delivered on that absolutely stellarly. As soon as I'm done recording this episode, just to like, you know, get back to it, as soon as I'm done recording this episode, my ass will be hopping on the fucking new Black Ops 6 Zombies map, Shattered Vale, and trying to figure that out with my friend. Why? Because it is fun. I've gotten my money's worth from the Call of Duty game. That is a game that I am happy to spend the money I spent on it. But, you know, it sucks that we might get to a point, not to a point, but what's the word I'm thinking of? There is a possibility in the future it could kind of not go that way. There's a possibility in the future I'm gonna spend money on a game that I end up playing for like fucking 2 hours or something. And it's kind of just like, wow, this sucks. And not much I could really do about it because the time has already been spent, the money has been spent or whatever. You know what I mean? And I ended up just being down $80. Like, that's what I always hated about Sony, in my opinion. And once again, oh, you know what's funny? I was bringing this up last episode, but I got cut off by the fact that we won the run. But the reason I was bringing up like dislikes and shit like that is because I don't think I've received many dislikes on any of my YouTube videos. The only one that I for sure remember receiving a dislike on, and I thought it was very funny because I noted it, was an episode where I was very critical of PlayStation and Sony and being like, hey, you guys have IPs, you guys should do something with your IPs. Now, I don't know if that's related. I don't know if the fucking downvote, oh my god, I'm so fucking cringe Redditor pilled. I don't know if the dislike stemmed from the fact that I was negative of Sony in that video, but it's the only thing that in my mind I could think of being like, I could see someone, you know, I could see someone disliking the video for this. Now granted, you know, I'm not necessarily owed an explanation for why I got a dislike. And like I was saying last episode, truth be told, I don't really necessarily I appreciate the support, you know, trust. I appreciate all the support that's given. As for any negativity given, you know, that's your opinion, brother. That's all you. I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate if you don't fuck with me, you know? I understand. But I just found it very, very funny, you know? I found it very funny that that's kind of how it broke down to me was in an episode where I'm very critical of Sony and like PlayStation IPs and stuff like that. Is one of the few episodes where I have a dislike. So that's kind of where this next thing I'm about to say stems from. In that, oh my god, oh, I lost track of what I was saying. He's so stupid. Guys, I lost track of what I was saying. I feel like a moron. But anyways, let me see if Tony remembers. But you know, that's why I hate Sony. I remember. That's why I hated Sony's policy on any sort of returns or refunds, is that if you played a game and you didn't like it, Sony was kind of just like, fuck you, bro. Like you already paid the money. You can't get a refund. And if you did get a refund, like you did like charge back your card or whatever, then they would essentially kind of ban you and be like, you owe us this much money, bro. And it's like, what the fuck? But, you know, Steam the GOAT for that reason. I can put 2 hours into a game and be like, I don't like it, get it out of here. But, I mean, you know, $80 games, trust me, it's gonna happen a lot more now. There's definitely gonna be cases of people paying $80 for a game and being like, wow, I regret buying this, and it's gonna hurt even more because it's so much more expensive and money is getting so much more and more like valuable the scarcer it becomes among the regular people's hands. Anyways, well, thank y'all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time you're viewing this. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.